Hi and welcome to another episode from the CWO channel. In this video we're going to look at a very interesting capture of a juvenile Sasquatch. Credit to this is from the Squatch Mafia channel. And we actually don't know where this was shot. I think the best guess is it's from Canada, somewhere. But I'm going to just go ahead and play the video of juvenile Sasquatch stealing a chicken right now. Okay, so let's break this down a bit. First thing I want you to do is look at the angle of the leg. Does that look like the natural angle of a human? Is that the natural gait of a human being? It is not. Thinker Thunker does a great, shout out to Thinker Thunker by the way, great inspiration, does a very good breakdown on the walk of a Sasquatch compared to a human. Our legs angle differently when we are walking, and this little Sasquatch, his leg has the classic Bigfoot angle to it when he walks, and even in this frame you can see evidence of a mid-tarsal break where his foot is still partially planted on the floor as he begins to lift it up. Secondly, look at the angle of the arm. Now I'm just going to bring up Patty for you and show you the angle of her leading arm. I'm also going to bring up a frame from the video I did about the Connecticut Bigfoot. And again, the forward arm is in an unusual position. When our arms swing, we keep them fairly straight. When a Bigfoot swings its arms, it stops at the shoulder and the leading arm keeps on swinging, kind of pendulous at the elbow. And this little Bigfoot has exactly that same angle compared to Patty and the Connecticut Bigfoot. While we're on that, look at the length of the upper arm compared to the lower arm. It is not in the typical proportion of a human, since Bigfoots have longer arms, and particularly their lower arm is much longer than their upper arm. Again, another image here. Look at that flicked out wrist. One fact about Bigfoots is their hands are not like ours. They actually face backwards. And as they walk, that trailing arm, the wrist really flicks out. I think this is even more pronounced in the flexible wrist of this juvenile. You can see its facing backwards hand is flicking right out in a very ape-like manner. And in fact, let me compare it to, see if I can get an ape walking, a gorilla walking, and see if I can do a comparison right now where you can see in a similar way the backward facing hand flips out. Third thing, look at that face. That's a good mask. That's a very ape-like, flat-looking face with a gnathic, a protruding mouth area, jaw area. Very ape-like. Fourth thing, I mean, to look at that body morphology. This thing is quite skinny. So if this is a child or young person or even a man in a suit, that suit has to be pretty much skin tight. I don't see many skin tight gorilla suits going around. And it's covered in quite realistic looking hair. Some of it is longer on the head, some of it's shorter. So those hairs either have to be glued on or individually inserted into the fabric. So there's quite a lot of money going into this suit, which as far as we know has made the person who shot the video $0. Speaking of the body morphology, look at the size of those feet. They are indeed big feet. Another interesting thing, there is a second creature. As that young Bigfoot that has taken the chicken, killed it, carried it off by the legs, is limping away, which is quite funny. It may have injured itself in the in getting that chicken, or even maybe the farmer took a shot at it and hit it in the leg. But if you look, there's a second creature, the tree peaks. There it is right there, looking out from behind a tree at its compatriot or even its sibling perhaps. And what can you see in the low sunlight? You can see two eyes shining. Again, this is not the kind of light condition where you would normally get the tapetum lucidum of an animal like a raccoon to fire, but Bigfoot, they have like a supercharged tapetum lucidum. If there's any light, that thing just pops that light back out, even to the point where their eyes can appear to glow. I believe it's to do with an extremely advanced system of reflection, even magnification of available light, which is why they can run through a forest in the middle of the night due to incredible night vision and not trip up over anything, even better than many animals could. Okay, so here's the deal breaker for me. You know, the average hoaxer likely doesn't have a great knowledge of zoology, and likely is not going to be a stickler for the minor details. You know, think about a man in a baggy gorilla suit running through the forest, which is quite obvious. The proportions are human. Nothing about it tells you it's anything, screams to you it's anything but a man in a suit. But look at the way the hand of this creature is grasping the legs of the chicken. That is not the way that humans grasp things. Reason being, human beings, we have truly opposable thumbs. If you take your thumb now, you can touch every one of your fingers with it. You can reach across your palm, you can touch your little finger. If you're quite flexible, you can touch the pad below your little finger, because you have a truly opposable thumb that can go 90-degree angle across your palm. And apes, including Sasquatch, which is an ape, they do not have this. They do not have truly opposable thumbs in the way that we have. They don't have the thenar pad that we have, that thick muscle at the base of the thumb that gives it a kind of chicken drumstick look. Apes, it's much flatter because it's not developed, because they cannot move their thumb across their palm. Their thumb goes down parallel to their fingers, and you can see the way it's gripping those legs. That thumb is parallel to the fingers. It's gripping those legs just like any other ape would. A human being, when we grip like that, our thumb goes across our middle finger usually, and normally bends down. This thumb, if you can see it there, it is going straight across just like an ape would grip the legs of a chicken. I very much doubt a hoax is going to be thinking of that minor zoological detail. Last thing, this is even more impressive because we get a vocalization. At the end of the clip, the camera's shaking, which I don't know why they always have to shake with Bigfoots. We get a very ape-like bark. It's fairly high-pitched. It's a higher-pitched version of other reported Sasquatch barks. I'm going to play it now, and afterwards I'm going to play a clip of gorillas barking from the windy impenetrable forest in Uganda. As you can hear, pretty similar vocalization. So if we add up all these things, the arms, the legs, the face, the body morphology, the way it's gripping its hands, the length of its arms, we look at the vocalization. To me, this screams that this is a genuine video. I don't know who got it. I don't know why they got such a short clip and they didn't turn the camera and pan it and kind of follow it. Maybe they were terrified, who knows. But to me, there are things about this, just like the Connecticut Bigfoot video, to me, screams that this is real. Occam's razor. It's not the simplest explanation that it's a man in a suit or a child in a suit. The simplest explanation here is this is a real bipedal mystery ape being filmed in the woods of Canada. So please, as usual, like, share, and subscribe. Please let me know what you think of this video. Do you think this is a real juvenile Bigfoot? And if you don't, please let me know the reasons why. We are very much open to debate on the CWO channel. Please also check out our Patreon account, patreon.com/CWO channel. There you can get exclusive content, exclusive giveaways and posts if you sign up to be a member at various levels. And we also have a Buy Me Coffee account if you just want to give us a tip for what we do. Anyway, I think it's time for me to go. You can hear what sounds like a Bigfoot in the background, but it's a inappropriate timed washing machine. So we'll catch you next time on the CWO channel.